Hello everyone, it's Kirsten here for another episode of Spa Business Break on Thursdays here at Kirsten Foss Coaching. So every week, every Thursday, I am here talking about spa business. So I know many of you come back here week after week to catch the replay. A few of you are able to catch it live in between clients and between working at the spa. So today my topic is about Facebook Live and shyness, but still needing to be visible but feeling super self-conscious about it. And the reason why I'm talking about Facebook Lives, and I will be for the next couple of weeks for sure, is because Facebook on January 11th made a great big huge announcement surprising everybody, all the marketers out there, all the online marketers out there, that they were drastically changing their algorithms. So what that means for businesses is that, well, the big piece of this change, hey Rebecca, the big piece of this change is that they are trying to get people to engage more with more meaningful content. Now, the term meaningful content can mean different things to different people, and this is kind of typical of Facebook when they roll out something. They're kind of vague about it. But over the past couple of weeks, I've been paying lots of attention to the big Facebook marketers, big social media people, and they're all coming up with the same thoughts that, the meaningful content has to do with people wanting to engage in it and not do this passive engagement of just kind of scrolling through or hitting like or hitting, a wow button or short comments. So what they're trying to get users to do to create more meaningful content is that they want to see users on pages writing more, like having longer responses. So how is that going to work with you as a spa business? Well, one of the only ways you're going to be able to get organic reach, meaning unpaid reach, in that meaningful content kind of way is going to be, and is already started to be, Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives, live video, not uploaded video, has been getting more, you're getting rewarded more by doing Facebook Lives on your page, meaning you show up in more of your fans' news feeds. So now more than ever, and going forward for spas, if you need visibility, kind of getting on to using Facebook Lives is going to be one of the only ways that you can get that organic reach without having to pay for it. And the whole premise and the way that Facebook Lives are set up, hey Shannon, is it's more natural. It has the ability to be more meaningful just from the way it works. All right. So if you are doing Facebook Lives already, I'm really curious to know. Just type it in the chat there if you have been playing with it, or if you are like an avid, you've got a regular weekly thing that you do with Facebook Live, or maybe you don't have a regular kind of channel, like you're not really haven't put anything together structured, but you do hop on and do Facebook Lives, just kind of a little bit more hit and miss. So I'm really curious to see who is already using it, who's feeling comfortable, and maybe you're not feeling comfortable, but you're still doing that. That's amazing, and that's beautiful, and that's what I want to talk about today, is that feeling really uncomfortable, feeling really self-conscious, because we're putting ourselves out there. I'm putting myself out here right now. We put ourselves out there open for judgment. It's scary. However, when we have a business, like being in the spa industry, we're very passionate about what we have to give and what we have to offer. We're very purposeful in what we do. And so just that alone, that kind of deep purposefulness. You haven't done one before? Yeah, I'm going to get on to like how to get over being scared. But I think when we can dial back into not thinking, oh, I need more clients or I need more visibility, but kind of dial it back and into that heart space where you're like, I know why I got into this business, and I know what I know about the services that I do, the products that I use. I know what I know. When we can start from that place, it does kind of spark a little bit more confidence. But of course, our good old ego gets in the way, who is also our inner critic and tells us all sorts of mean and nasty things. And it's really easy to listen to that inner critic. So the problem is that inner critic is getting in the way of your business. It's leaving opportunities on the table. It's making you kind of the best kept secret, which you don't want to be anymore. And so we do need to deal with how to manage with our inner critic, because if our inner critic is running the show, we're constantly and always going to be too fearful and shy and self-conscious to take that first step. So the whole topic of the inner critic is like going to be the first thing that I'm going to be teaching at the pop-up workshop, the Facebook Marketing Live workshop in a couple of weeks. And I feel like a lot of spa owners need some guidance on how to manage their inner critic before we even start talking about the tech, the digital tools, how to come up with topics, because you can learn all the technical aspects of Facebook Live, but if you don't know how to manage and move through working with your inner critic, you're never going to get there. So your inner critic has your best interests at heart, is trying to keep you safe, but it's really costing you a lot. It's costing you stress. And when you're stressed, you know that it compromises your health. It releases all sorts of hormones in your body. And when we're under constant stress, not just for Facebook Lives, but I mean the constant stress of business, of needing more clients, needing more visibility, it just adds to it. Let's see what else you're leaving. You're leaving clients. Like there's clients that don't see you, that don't know your genius. And if they don't know where you are and who you are and what you have to offer, then it's like you don't even exist. You're leaving money on the table as far as services, offering services and retail. So, letting your inner critic run the show costs you a lot. And so that is a big piece of teaching that I'm going to be talking about at the pop-up workshop. It starts on February 5th is the training. And then I'm giving you guys a full week and a day to do some practice and assimilate. And then I've got a Q&A coaching call on Tuesday the 13th to answer any of your questions that you have about Facebook Live or marketing in general. So yeah, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be teaching you how to quiet your inner critic. And the beauty about this training, this particular part of the training, is that you can use those lessons and those practices, because I'm going to give you practical tips and ways to manage your inner critic. Can you imagine what that's going to be, the effect that can have also on your business in your studio, your clinic, your day spa? So this really isn't really just about learning how to do Facebook Lives. This is about raising you up and helping you feel better about being visible, period. All right, so what are the other things I'm going to be teaching you about? I'm going to be teaching you about the basic technology that you need for Facebook Live, both the equipment and the digital tools that you want. And I'm just going to keep it super simple, because simple equals it gets done. I'm also going to be sharing with you how to come up with relevant topics for your Facebook Lives. It's one of the pieces, other than I'm too shy to get in front of the camera, coming up with topics is the second most common thing I hear about. Yeah, I do Facebook Lives, but I don't know, I run out of things to say. So I'm going to be teaching you some techniques on how to come up with relevant content. I'm going to be teaching you how to repurpose your content across all your other marketing channels. So Instagram, your website, email marketing, so that you're not having to come up with new stuff for each one of those things. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. So I'm going to teach you how to repurpose your Facebook Lives for those things. And then I'm also going to teach you I'm going to give you my personal Facebook Live prep sheet that I use every time I do a Facebook Live, because, part of it is confidence, part of it is having the right tools and technology, but the other piece of it is just being prepared, knowing how to prepare yourself. I was actually watching, it was on Netflix, and it was Jerry Seinfeld's got a new little show called Comedians in Cars Going for Coffee, I think. And he was interviewing Jimmy Fallon, and they had this great little clip in there about how at every moment before the curtain opens, they both wonder what the hell they're doing there and that nobody wants to listen to them. And oh my God. So it was just another reminder for me to share with you that just because you see people stretching and doing things visibly, like being on camera, doesn't mean that it's always easy. It means that these people have all, and myself included, you just learn tactics and techniques to make it easier for you to get there so that you can practice it. And then practice makes perfect. All right, that is my Facebook Live for today, the Spa Business Break. I'm here every Thursday for you, and throughout the rest of the week, I'm constantly sharing resources for you about spa business, staffing, training, hiring, leadership, marketing, you know, all of those pieces of our business that it takes to run it, all those moving parts. You're very welcome. All right, so I will see you next Thursday. If you have any more questions about the pop-up workshop about Facebook Live marketing, I'm going to be putting it in the description after this live. And if you have any questions and you want to send me a Facebook message, feel free. If you're not sure if it's the right thing for you, I'm totally honest about it. If you've got other things in your business that you're working on and this isn't a priority, I'll be honest with you, but if visibility is a priority for you, then you absolutely need to get on the bandwagon for Facebook Lives. I don't want you to be left behind in your Facebook marketing. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you next week.